This week on Talk of the Town, Chaiya Wimber explains her role in Tremonton and has all the details on this year's Farmers Market Series and Get Out community events. We also promote a 100-year love affair event kicking off on Friday. As part of that, Jeff Kent lets you know how you can help feed 100 families in Box Elder County. And Miller Medical has officially kicked off their 3rd anniversary celebration. We're here with Chaiya Wimber. You're one of the newest additions to Tremonton City.
Yes.
Tell us your position and what are some of the things you're responsible for.
So originally I started out as the community events coordinator. I heard about the position opening up. It was a brand new position. That's one thing people need to know is that it was completely put together, brand new. They'd never had this position before. So they had this idea that they needed more events, they needed community outreach, they needed somebody to help with that. And Zach Lefevre's like, well, put them under my department. Let's do this. How about we get someone to do that? And so now it is more encompassing communications as well. I help with media, on Facebook and Instagram and helping film and stuff like that to get the word about everything that's going on in the city.
Mm-hmm. There is so much going on in the city all the time. How
Yes.
are some of the ways or resources that people can stay informed?
We try to make sure everything's up to date on Facebook, as we're trying to get all of the Instagrams all linked as well. Mm-hmm. I help with some of the Facebook or the website as well. We have somebody who's in the city office who helps with the city side of it, and then I help with all of the community stuff of the website. So yeah, just making sure everything, the more information, the better, in my opinion. So that way, if anybody comes, I'm like, well, it's on here and it's on there. And what is best for you? A lot of people aren't on Facebook. A lot of people aren't on Instagram. Some people just want to go to the website. So the more we can put it at places, even if it's redundant information, the better people can find it.
What can we look forward to this summer?
So there's a couple different things. We have completely rebranded the farmers market. We felt that it kind of outgrown Midland Square. And with all of the construction stuff going on for Midland Square and their goals for that, I had kind of this idea. I'm like, why don't we move it to Schumann Park? And that way we have a different environment feel as well. There's the trees, there's the grass. You can come and play with your kids at the park. So we have 2 different separate events now for what was the farmers market. We have a farmers market that is a true farmers market where it's pantry, produce, and plants. And those are the vendors that are going to be available for that, as well as kid vendors. They can sell whatever they want, but we encourage them, look at this. This is what we're having available for other things. There's also going to be activities at the farmers market. So we have live music that's going to be at some. There's going to be projected music at others. There's going to have lawn games and crafts for kids. And it's really going to be more of a community building thing. And then there's the Get Out community events. And that stands for gather everyone together in our unique town. So, and it's get out, and it's kind of meaning get out of your house, come and join us, kind of a feel. And that's always going to have live music, food trucks, craft vendors are welcome to come to that. So anybody who I let everyone who was at previous markets know, I'm like, hey, here's our new vision. We really want you to be involved. We understand change is not comfortable at times. Mm-hmm. But we have this idea. We really hope that you're excited about it. I looked at a lot of the feedback that was given from previous farmers markets, and I kind of rolled with that. So we changed the time a little. We changed the date because there were 2 markets that interfered with holidays. Yeah. So we didn't want them to interfere with that. It caused problems with attendance, not only for the vendors, but also for the people coming to enjoy the events. So we have 3 markets. 2 of them are farmers markets. Those are going to be Fridays, the 2nd and 4th Friday, and it's going to be from 4 to 8. And then we have the Get Out community events. That'll be the 2nd Saturday. And it's going to be from 10 to 3. Really looking at what the information was from the vendors and from participants. people really wanted it to last at least another hour. You don't want it to take up your entire Saturday. But we found that from lunchtime on, people wanted to come and have that lunch and then stay and shop. So people were still trying to shop as the vendors were trying to like wrap up. So we figured give them another hour and see how that works out. So
one of the cool things is with the youth, they get free booths, or what's some of the options that the youth have, and why should the youth come out and get involved?
So some of my history is I worked with the Cache Valley Kids Farmers Market. I was on the board as the secretary for a little while, and it's a fantastic program. I loved what they were doing. This is an entrepreneurial learning experience for kids. Often kids just pull their stuff out of their house. They're trying to they want to earn money, but they're too young to have a job. So they do what they can. I mean, there's only so much that they can get from their parents from chores and extra little things around the house before they need to, look outside their home to earn that extra money that they want. My daughter actually does it all the time. So she bakes cookies, she makes banners, she has a fun experience doing it. So we wanted to open up for kids so that they could have that experience. It's a safe learning environment for them. No vendor fees. I think it's wrong to charge a kid, for that. It's just learning, because they might make $1. They might make, $100. Who knows? It just depends on what they are, and they get to learn. It's hard to go to a market, and you have to have this energy and talk to people and tell them about your products. And it's sometimes hard, and it hits them to come out of their shell a lot. At least with my kid, when I watched her do some of her little vendor events, how much confidence that it helped her gain. And we thought that it would be wonderful to offer that for the kids. And they're welcome to be at both the farmers market and the Get Out events. We encourage them to be at the farmers market though, because again, parents and their schedules, they might not be able to come and stay with their kids through an entire Saturday when they don't have other things going on at the market. So it might be easier for them to come to the Friday event.
With the new location, you're going to have a little more space. Do you have like a limit, or how many vendors are you hoping to have?
We do. I think we could have like 63 total. We have not reached that number yet. We still have space. Obviously, once you get into those numbers, you get a lot of repeat items. So I've tried to encourage some people, okay, maybe you should go to this event instead, or that. So we have lots of people who want to offer things like, 3D printing. So we're trying to limit the amount of redundancy, because I want each vendor, I want them to succeed.
With the farmer's market, the produce, it's kind of early. So what are those first ones going to look like? What will be available there?
Lots of baked goods, plant starts, a lot of those kid vendors with their wares. So we're testing this. I put out a poll on the Facebook group about doing a surprise produce box that would be different each month. We have several farmers who are interested in being involved and bringing their produce. Obviously, again, it's early in the season. Some of them have greenhouses, some of them don't. So, but mostly you'll find lots of baked goods, pantry items, plants. So,
themes. Are there any kind of themes or parties or celebrations each month?
Yes. So each month's going to be a little different. Our first Get Out community event is Things That Grow. We have an adorable, and I'm basing some of it off of great works of art. A lot of my history is with art. So I enjoy bringing that educational aspect to it as well. So we have these gorgeous crepe paper poppies that the kids and teens and adults, if they want to, can make. They're going to be larger. And then we're going to have tissue paper that they can wrap up and take it home. They can give it to their moms for Mother's Day if they would like, or keep it in their room. It's up to them. But each month, yes, we'll have a different event. Each one will have a different theme to it. For example, the Get Out one for August is going to be full luau themed. We have a group coming up from South Jordan who are from the islands who are going to perform for us and bring that experience. So, yeah. Sounds like that one's going to be really neat, but is there a specific one that you're most looking forward to, or are you just excited to get things rolling? I'm just excited to get things rolling. So I've never put on this many markets all at once. So juggling all of them into the air and getting all the marketing stuff, I'm just enjoying the ride. We also have the 100 Mile Club, and that's going to be walk 100 miles through the course of the summer That's going to be a lot of fun. And we're trying to organize a single day a week where people could come and just kind of gather together as a support group for it. Yeah. Let your kids play at the park. Trying to figure out which park is going to work best for our needs. So the kids could play on the equipment, and then the parents can go and do a couple of laps. That way they get in a mile or two. We have a lot of ideas and plans for the future. We have events coming up in the fall that are exciting. Similar to the father-daughter dance, we're going to have a mother-son rumble. That's it's not going to be a dance. It's going to be fun activities. Like we're going to do mini golf and Nerf guns and going to have treats and stuff. And that's coming up in September. We're excited to introduced that. But all of that information will come out a little bit later in the season as we get closer to it. We're planning some fun stuff for Christmas, things like that. People for me, I love doing this. When I first applied, I was super excited about it because I love building community. Community is built. And so when we have more of these opportunities, it just helps us find more of our tribe and our people.
The Box Elder Fair and Golden Spike Rodeo celebrate 100 years of tradition as they turn 100 this summer. The community is invited to join a centennial celebration honoring a century of agriculture, heritage, and hometown pride. This year's theme is a 100-year love affair taking place August 16th through 23rd. The celebration begins early with a kickoff party and community branding event on Friday, May 9th from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Box Elder County Fairgrounds near the bandstand. Bring your branding irons and burn your mark into a wooden board that will become part of a permanent brand wall at the fairgrounds. Farm Bureau will provide a hearty dinner for a small fee, and Peach City will serve its famous ice cream, while the band Rough Stock performs live for an evening of dancing under the stars. As part of the 100-year celebration, the Old Barn Community Theater in Collinston will present Let's Celebrate, a musical stage production filled with stories, music, and moments from the fair's rich history. This production honors the people, traditions, and memories that have defined the Box Elder County Fair for a century. Shows will be August 7th through 9th. Admission is free, but seating is limited. Watch for more events to come as this year's centennial celebration promises to be a heartfelt tribute to the past, a joyful gathering in the present, and a legacy for the future. For full event details and updates, visit Box Elder County's homepage, Facebook, and Instagram.
My name's Jeff Kent. I'm a committee member for the 100th anniversary of the Box Elder County Fair and Rodeo. I am also the North Box Elder Farm Bureau president, and this is kind of what started this whole activity. We, as in North and South Box, bought a pig at the state fair last year and then donated to the Miracle of Agriculture. And then they had it cut and wrapped, and they donated it back to the food pantries, Tremonton and Brigham City. The lady that's over the Tremonton food pantry made a comment that started me thinking. She had made the comment that she couldn't remember the last time that they had sausage in the food pantry, and she's been in charge of the food pantry for over 2 years, and so that started me thinking that, in a county like Box Elder County where it's mostly agriculture, it's a shame that they don't have protein to help the people that are in need. Based off my past history, I'd dealt with the pigs out to the county fair, and I thought, rather than send the animals down the street to be processed someplace else with people buying them on the spread, it'd be good if we could get them donated to the Miracle of Agriculture and then go out and solicit funds to pay for the cutting and wrapping. And so I went to the 100th committee, and they agreed with it. They sent me to the livestock board, which agreed with it. Our minimum goal is to feed 100 families for a week with protein. And this year, because we're not sure how good it's going to be or how we're going to do, we decided to just go with pigs because that's the easiest thing to get processed. And
Obviously, it's the 100-year celebration, but why is this year special, and why is it such good timing to be able to try something like this?
well, the biggest reason is because the two food pantries between Tremonton and Brigham, they service over 660 families a month. And when you think about that, that's a ton of people for our county. And so you're always seeing things about food insecurity, and I thought to celebrate the 100th anniversary, it'd be a good way to help start an activity like this.
Yeah. And so what's kind of the process leading up to that to be able to get people on board and make sure you can make it as successful as possible?
Well, we're going around and trying to solicit businesses to either buy the pigs on the spread and donate them back to the Miracle of Agriculture. And that way they would have to pay for the whole animal instead of just buying them on the spread. We're also trying to solicit funds so that we have money to pay for the cutting and wrapping of the animals that we do get. So we're going around and talking with people and businesses. It's good to live in this valley because people are always so willing to help with these kind of efforts, and it's kind of sad to me anyway that there's that many families that need help. Our ultimate goal would be to be able to feed all 660 families. Mm-hmm. That's our ultimate goal, but yes, the reason that we're starting out like this is to see how it goes, and if it is successful, and then hopefully we can start this to be a thing a year round, because the Miracle of Agriculture is there. They're willing to help us find the packers. You have to have certain packers that can cut and wrap it to meet the qualifications that are needed to put the meat back into the food pantries. With their help, hopefully we can start something bigger. They have started it like at the state fair and other county fairs, and it's been very successful at those fairs. And so I'm hoping that this is just the start of a great thing to come.
How can people get involved if they do want to help?
They can call me, Jeff Kent, at 435-279-0145, or this next Friday, which is May 9th, we're going to have a 100-day kickoff party out to the fairgrounds to start the celebration of the 100th year. We're going to have food served by Farm Bureau. We're going to have Breaststock band come out and play. We're going to have other activities, and then they're also going to have a branding board that if you have family brands that you want kept as a keepsake, they're going to brand boards and then keep them out to the fairgrounds. We're going to have a table at that activity. If you want to stop by and see us, or give me a call. They're also going to have activities at the fair and during the fair. We haven't finalized some of them. We're going to have a drone show every night at the rodeo. They're going to have special belt buckles and paraphernalia, different things that you can buy to commemorate the 100th anniversary, because as you realize, this will be the only 100th year anniversary of the fair we'll ever see. So they'll have some great activities.
And as you mentioned, this is a big, important moment for people because this is going to be the only one we see. For whether you love the fair or you're on the fence about it, why would you encourage people to come and be a part?
It's a history-making event. 100th anniversary of no matter what it is, it only comes around every 100 years, and there's not very many people that make it to see two of them, let alone one. Yeah. So that'd be the biggest reason. And to support great causes. Like this activity that we're doing for the food pantry, we're helping in a lot of different ways. We're showing the kids that their animals can what they're actually going to be used for. We're promoting the pork industry. We're also helping the people that are in desperate need of food. Again, this is such a wonderful valley to live in that people are always willing to help and do good.
Miller Medical is holding their 3rd annual anniversary celebration this month. The coloring contest is going on now for kids 0 to 5 and 6 to 10 for a chance to win prizes. An art contest will also take place for youth. Those winners will have their work professionally framed and displayed at the clinic. Stop by the clinic to have your name entered into their raffle. During the week of May 19th through 23rd, swing on by for a free treat and drink.
Talk of the Town is made possible by supportive sponsors who love our community. Show your love by supporting them today.
Over to the second baseman, he digs it up out of the dirt. Over to Oliverson for out. Puts this one over to Potter. Gloves this one up and another quick. Straightens this one out a little bit more. And it'll be caught. Again, this one hit out again right field, but this one will drop. Oh, big pitch. This one's swung on. Gonna go out to center field and will drop. Rock, topsoil. This one chop down the third base line. Gardner sends this one over first. Good hit out into right field. Last time Gardner sends this one over to the shortstop. A little trouble with it in the dirt. Will not attempt the throw. Sends this one on a hop. And there's a double play. Swing and a miss. They'll tag him up, and that'll be a free base. Straightened down and a good hit. Sent out to right field, and that'll drop and this will be a little chopper over to Summers in the throw over to second. The 2-2 swung on. Hit over here to Barfus. Swinging over to Potter for out number 2, and they get the double play. Roll this one down the third baseline. Stays fair. The throw not in. Hit this one out in a good gap in left field. Griffin Jr. sends this one over. Barfus. And they got the double. With another delivery, and Rice will poke this one into the gap. Rolls out to center field, Dylan Wright. Shot up the gap. Healthy 1-2. Little chopper, and that will get past. That'll score a run. Crushed. Left field. And it will drop. Little hesitation. They keep the runner, but speed will kill with the delivery. Swung on. And that one will get through. Scoring up. This one shot up the middle. He'll get on this time and score a run. Little check swing. Sends this one back over to and knock the scoreboard off. They got him out here, but not before the 0. Single last time up. Looks like he'll single again this time. Oliverson. The little flip back over. A hit over to Dallin Rice. Griffin will pop this one up, and it's high. And there is your...
You guys finish out the regular season with an 8-1 win. How does that help you guys as you prepare for playoffs?
I think, just getting out here and playing a good quality team that's in the, the top 15 in our RPI, in our classification, and coming out with a win helps us a lot momentum-wise, gives us something to keep building on and the things that we've been working on. So.
You guys finished 3rd in region, just behind Ridgeline and Westfield. How do you feel about that finish?
It is what it is there on that piece. Can't control that. I thought, as the season went on, we got better, and that's what we ask our boys every day is that, hey, it doesn't matter how we start, it's where we are at the end. I think we put ourselves to be in a very good spot coming into the bracket reveal here on Wednesday. But I feel like our team has gotten better each and every day, and each and every game we've improved throughout the season. They've done a really good job staying with the process.
And so what are your predictions or maybe even your hope for playoffs?
I can't really even predict anything with that. It's control what you can control and be ready if we have to play on Friday. Whoever it is, we'll go back to practice tomorrow and get better and see where we're at.
And in the last game, you guys honored your seniors. Just tell us a little bit about those 8 players.
Very, very good group of young men. Those 8 guys, we've had 4 of them at the varsity level since they were freshmen. The other 3 came along their sophomore year at the varsity and JV level and have done a tremendous job. They're going to do big things, not just baseball-wise. They've already left a legacy and left a mark here. But when they get out in the real world, I think that's probably where we're going to see the biggest impact that they have. They're going to put a positive impact on the people around them. I think that's what I would be most proud of as a coach, to see them do that in the world.
First, we got to start with the whole goggle thing. I know it has something. Claire has told us a little bit about it, but tell us what's with the goggles.
It's for a game called Senior Assassin. The goggles keep us safe from being eliminated, so we got to wear them at all times.
What's your favorite part? Well, you don't technically have goggles. Are you safe?
Yeah, I'm safe. I'm just a sophomore, you know.
Yeah. So you just wanted to look the part. Is that what that is? What do you think about the goggles? Do you like this, what you guys are doing with the Senior Assassin?
Oh, yeah. This is drip over skill right now. Like, we got to stay safe and stay together, as a team and all the things. So we're tearing it up.
You guys had 4 double plays today. I know not all 3 of you are involved in all of those, but just beautiful plays. Tell me what that was like.
Oh, our pitcher Colton did a great job getting us ground balls, and we just had good teamwork. We fielded it, got to the other guy, got him out, and we just had a good defense today.
And then Barfus, remind me, you're a sophomore, you said? Yep. And you've stepped up, had some good hitting. You've been able to play good there. What was that like to be a part of that double play?
It was fun. I just know to body things, get it to Holden, and if the kid's 3/4 of the way up the line, he's still getting them out because he throws it so hard across the diamond. So I just do my job and get it to him, and then he takes care of the rest.
And Oliverson, we've talked to you about your position at first. You've been solid throughout, but what was that like to be able to have 4 of those double plays today?
I just love to be a part of it all. I know these 2 are going to do their thing and back me up. And I shout out to Colton for getting some ground balls today. So he killed it.
You're going to be our grill player of the game today. You've been a consistent player basically every game we've been to. What's that like to be so consistent, having such a good season so far?
It just feels good to see the ball and have my team has my back. So it feels good to have a whole bunch of energy. So I just feel pumped when I hit. So it feels good.
And I think we might have jinxed you a little bit on that last hit. You were 3 for 3, that you missed that last one with the flyout, but a single, 2 RBI double, and a 1 RBI double. Again, that's kind of what you do every game, is get some RBIs, get some doubles. Again, just what are you doing right, and how do you plan to continue that?
I'm just staying slower with my feet, so I'm gonna keep driving it because I'm thinking opposite field, so I hit it that way, so I can keep hitting it hard. So that's what I've been doing.
And then you were out and left for a little while today. You actually did have that drop. Probably sun got in your eyes.
Yeah.
But talk about heads-up play. You were able to get that runner still in the second. Just tell me about that.
Yeah, I heard everyone just yelling 2, so I was like, oh, okay, I got to get it to 2. So that's what I did. And I was like, oh, well, still got an out, so it was good. So it worked out.
And that's kind of, your bare ball. Tell us a little bit about that and how that's going to be important for you guys as you head into the playoffs.
If we keep our energy like we have been, we do really good. So that's what I think will be really good. If we just keep our energy and have each other's backs, we'll do great.
Velocity popped up and caught here by Bella Douglas for out number of the delivery. Swung on her first. Frank Maskew strike and swing and a miss as that one goes up above. Reschedule. Shot up high. Douglas coming after this one. They just surrounded and Bella Douglas. This one popped up again. High. Bella Douglas under it again. She'll get out number Wilson. Swung on a miss for a Frank Maskew strikeout. At the bat here for Smith, and this one will end up in a Frank Maskew with the delivery. Swung on a miss, and they all 1-1. Swung on. Foul territory, but everyone, look at Bella Douglas, is covering the whole. Tire with play. Get back over to Tisdale with the delivery. Swung on a miss, and a Frank Maskew strikeout. Here's a hit that's going out of here. There's your golden spike. Out of the way with another pitch off speed. Cranked out here in left field. Looks like it's going to die right before the fence. No, it's over. There's a good hit up the middle.
All that in a bag of chips.
Shows the bunt. Gracie gets the out. No, does not get the out. Popped up, not going to leave the dirt. Lucy Roach underneath it for out number 1. Deep hit center field, not going to leave the fence though. And a Frank Skidoo strikeout. Send this one down the line. Fair ball as it rolls out of left field. Their first run here for Bear River. Makes this one not over the wall, but and she shoots this one out to right field. And Hart will go down swinging. Popped up. And Boston Lish. Ground goes on the pitch. Swung on. Lucy Roach. Swing and a miss on a Frank Skidoo strike. Eden pops this one up high. Play ball in the dirt. And Tyre. Stands on second. This one popped up. Douglas backing out for it, and we'll get out number 3. Gonna string ERA of 2.77. And Douglas pops this one up high. Going back, gets out of here.
And there's your walk-off.
For the senior on senior day. Your Golden Spike Power Sports home run.
Right. Well, we're all so grateful for that. We've held our breath too much in these last couple innings. So congratulations to Bella Douglas. Just perfect timing for that.
Bear River with the walk-off 5-4 win. Pass into the middle. Looking for a shot. And that'll be the first goal here for Bear River. Back behind here with Webb. To take it back behind the cage. Around the crease and the shot. And the goal here for Bear River. Cutters. Through the defense again. Here's a shot. And that one will go in as well. Ella Criddle. And she'll get her sequence here. Little change of directions, fights her way inside. Here's a shot, and her first goal of this evening here for this. I'll bring it back. Don't have the numbers, don't care. She's got her hat trick. You're in the first, no, in their season on. Right here, good save here by Lolly Wise. The cage here with Hoops with a shot. Save here by to Criddle. Good pass inside. Webb with a shot and the goal. Hurst sends it in. Here is Call. Call always looking into the middle. There's a shot. There's Emma Kierstead. I guess there's Kierstead again. Shot blocked away. Good in here by Lundquist, but the rebound and shot. Pass into the middle. Kierstead bounces this one in. Emma Kierstead with another goal here for Bear River. Oh, looking, give it over to Wilkinson. Drives into the middle, and there's another shot and a goal here for Shelby Wilk. The junior drives in. There's a shot and a goal. Keeping it here on the left. Drives back inside on a shot and a goal. The fresh and drops back. Here's a pass into the middle. Webb with a shot and goal. Shelby will advance. And Brooklyn with the goal. Hurstead, pass in the middle. Here's a shot and another goal for Bear River. Webb, good pass, good shot. Emma Kierstead. Shot gonna be knocked away. Quick cleanup on the ground here by Brooklyn. Shot no good. Trying for the rebound. And the cleanup will be from Webb. Backs it off. Another good cut. Brooklyn with the goal. Brooklyn Brielle. Tied around the crease. There's a shot. There's a goal by number 30.
50 straight wins. You guys are breaking records, making things happen. What's that feel like?
It's actually unreal. When we started this program, we were just talking about this. When my oldest daughter started this program, 2018. I didn't even know what lacrosse was. We taught the boys game to begin with, so it's unreal right now. But they get all the credit. They've done a great job. All the teams that have come before them laid the foundation down, and they're just helping build it up.
It's a really great game today. I know you guys always kind of win in that fashion, but being the 50th straight win, why was today more special?
I just feel like it's just an accomplishment. Like, we've gone like so far from being like a small town, and I feel like we've like achieved so much, and we're gonna keep doing it. So I feel like it's special for us.
I think it's amazing that we can go from losing all of our seniors every single year and keep that going, that winning streak, and it's been good.
I think it's amazing because it shows how we're growing as a team and how we're just going to keep getting better.
What do you feel was some of the good things that you pulled from today to help you as your season starts finishing up?
I feel like talking and like communication is key. Just like knowing where we need to be on the field and like always looking up.
And so what are you looking forward to in the next 2 games you got to be able to make sure you guys are ready for those playoffs?
I am probably the teamwork. You know, we all come together towards the one goal to win the state championship, and that's always good.
And then Molly, just being a freshman, what's it like to be here in this atmosphere, and as you get ready for not only playing at the high school level, but being able to eventually, hopefully, take it to that state championship game?
It's amazing just to be able to learn from these seniors and these juniors, and just being able to learn from all the amazing things that they do and the amazing plays that they have.
And then I know you girls don't like to brag about yourselves, but you guys are scoring fools. You guys had 4 tonight. You probably could have had a lot more. You were open a lot. You guys do the great setups, but it just, unselfish play. Tell me about the team's chemistry.
I feel like we all, like Brooklyn said, like just looking for the same goal, and like we all we've had a bunch of assists, and like we're just looking to hold that trophy up in the end. So we all just want to win, and like we always look up and smart passes. Yeah.
And then Molly and Brooklyn, you're kind of really fast paced in that first half. You really came alive in that second half. What was it like to be able to light up the net?
It was nice. It's fun to play together and not just try to get your own stab. As you work together, everybody gets more, and not just you.
You had 6 goals tonight. Tell us what that was like to be able to have such a good showing.
Oh, it's amazing, but it's all thanks to the coaches and the assisting. Like, we would never be where we are if it wasn't like all the team coming together.
And as you guys mentioned, always very unselfish play. You've got the assists, you've got the build-up, all that. What's it like to be able to play with this year's team?
Oh, it's amazing. I am learning so much. The coaches, the girls, everybody's just amazing, and it's just such a fun atmosphere and such a fun place to be.
Pressure. Long ball sent up the line. Flores is going to control it. Flores puts it into space. Little too heavy for Adams, who was giving chase.
Tried to bring it down with his chest, and he missed it.
Beatles. Oh no, and there's a bad turnover. It's open, it's loose, and James with the kick save. Betancourt is going to serve this one. Long ball right into the middle.
Got a kick like that.
Ooh, off the head of Quinn Jackman. Kent Morrison. No call, no foul.
And he's not calling offsides.
Falens.
There's a goal for the Bear River Bears.
Nate James central. There's the shot. There's a bouncer. It's loose. Nate James picks it up.
To it.
Alfaro is there. Flores is there. Falens is there. Flores. Here's the shot and the goal! Falens! Out of Cash Bishop. Bishop with the through ball. He's onside. Peterson's onside. And Nate James comes out. Ball comes in here on the far side. Falens applying pressure. Ball's in the midfield. Dixon's going to take possession of this one. Hit it.
Another miss hit.
Turnover in the midfield. Here's Cash Bishop. One step, 2 step, missed it.
Good
4.
win. Way to recover, lefty.
Dixon. What can I say? I like my words. There's a header.
Falens with his head.
James puts it towards Falens. Falens gets a touch on it, and Alfaro's got a chance. He's got 2 players in the middle. It's Jackman. Jackman puts it over the goal. That guy's got such a good touch.
Yeah, he does. Really good ball control.
Here they come. Logan Peterson.
Great win by Trent Beatles.
A great win on senior night. What it was like to get that 3-2 win?
Oh, it was heavenly. We knew coming into this game it was going to be heated. After we won with that great turnover last time, we knew they were going to come in just ready to kill us. So it's something we prepared for. We came in a little jittery, but we got it under control, and Dom with those 3 goals were just fantastic, and we all as a team just worked so well to get us up into the area where we could hit those. So we really pulled it together and played as a team today, so it was just really pretty to watch.
And such a great thing to have happen. You have 10 seniors that you guys honor tonight. Tell us about that group of boys.
Oh my gosh, they are the best. I've told them all that they should all just fail their senior year so they could be super seniors, because I'm not ready to leave them. I'm not ready to let them leave. They're great. Like, I can't say enough about all of them. They all just come with, they're great people, they're great personalities. They work so hard, and they are just great at bringing everybody together. They've been playing for so many years together, and they have that connection that it's hard to see go off the field. You know, I'm sure they'll still connect outside of that, but and their ability to hold the team together and bolster each other up is just amazing. And I'm proud of them for who they are, and I can't wait to see what they become. Yeah, it's really hard to lose them.
And how do you guys plan to carry this momentum and all this energy you guys have? Because you've had a lot of really good games. Win or loss, you guys have had some great build. Tell us how you plan to finish out the season strong.
So we have Skyview on Tuesday. It's an away game. So they are sitting in the top of our region right now. But last time we played them, it was, I think, 2-0, 3-0. So it's a game that we can definitely play if we come in the right mindset of just putting everything we have out on the field. Just be able to remember the things that we've been working on and execute those things well. And then we have playoffs on Friday. So just, you know, the region is what it is, and so we go into playoffs, and hopefully we can upset that and get a win there. That would be completely awesome. Just keep on keeping our heads in where they should be, because we still have season left. So.
We heard your nickname's Dom the Bomb, and you really lived up to that today. Tell us how good it feels to get this win in the fashion that you did.
Feels really good because it was a really hard game coming out, but we made sure to stay on top and just made sure never to give up, because we never know what could happen. So happened like this last game too. Came back from 3-0, so feels good.
And I know you guys had great team chemistry. Your coach was just telling us about you as seniors and how you guys have that flow. But what was it about today that made it so you were the one who was able to get it in the net every time?
I'd say my teammates set me up very good every time. Like, it was just perfect, and I just make sure I got to the ball every time, and I just was not giving up.
And then senior night, a great time to get the win. You even predicted it sounded like, because your favorite moment was the win against Westfield. Was that the first one or the second one, or was that meant to be both?
That was meant to be specifically senior night. I knew we had it. I just knew we had it in us, so I knew we weren't going to lose, and I wasn't going to let that happen. So.
And so how do you plan to continue this great momentum into your guys' final weeks as you get ready for Skyview and then playoffs?
Just carry all this energy and all like the teamwork that we've been building, and keep it up and win against Skyview. So.
Scooped up here with Allen, Wilkinson. Pass, turn, shot, Webb this evening. Good pass here in the middle. And Kierstead will get her first goal of the ball game. All able to clean it up. Molly runs around the crease. There's a shot. There's a goal here for Molly Call. Connor now pass there to the middle. Brooklyn Braille. Good pass. Quick shot. And that's another goal there for Bear River. She'll move it inside. Shot and a goal. Shelby Wilkinson. Scooped up again here by Wilkinson. Shelby will advance it. Pass over here to Webb. Drives inside, another quick shot. Shelby with the pass in the middle. And a good shot. That's it over here to Call. Molly looking for a window, and there's the shot and the goal there by Molly Call. Almost at the 5-minute mark. Call coming out of nowhere. Kerrigan with a pass around the crease, shot is in here for Janine Webb. Criddle with a move, gets freed up again. Here's a shot. Here's the goal. Ella Criddle. Starts here in the second quarter.
3, 2, 1.
Bears not done yet. Another goal here for far side. This is Brooklyn Brielle. Works it into the middle. We'll change the direction there. The shot and the goal here. Wilkinson, senior on senior night, gets her second goal. Shelby drives in and School. Skipped up here by Brooklyn. Another good round ball. Pass in. Here's Webb with the catch and shot. Good assist. Slings that one. Put a block here by Lolly Wise. Back behind the cage. Walker back around, trying to think big, but
You guys get another big win today. You secure the region title. Tell us what that feels like.
Surreal. I guess that's the best word for it. You know, when we started this, I know we've said this probably before when we started this. Who would have thought we'd be like 51-0 in region? I would have never thought it. Just region play alone, so that's pretty awesome. So.
And why is today special with your honoring your 3 seniors?
You know, every year it's special, but you know, one of the reasons this year's really special is the fact that Shelby, I still remember her when she came out. I think she was like 3rd or 5th grade or something like that, playing with my little girl who's playing now, and they had their cute little ponytails, her pink little goggles, and that's how I actually remember her. And she's turned into one heck of a player for us, and just an awesome all-around good girl.
You've got Lolly Wise. She's been a consistent goalie. She got to play all day today in that position. Tell us a little bit about her.
Yeah, so when she came out last year, I'm disappointed she didn't make the softball team. We were so happy to have her. She's been a big point of leadership on our team this year. She comes out, she brings the fire every day, and she's just one of the coolest people to be around. I'm so glad we got her.
Finally, Hadley Kerrigan. She's an all-around athlete too, plays multiple sports. Tell us about her.
You know, Hadley's one of those girls, she'll tell you how it is. And I love having her around. She told me this year, Coach, I don't want to be on defense too much because I don't want to be bored. So I want to play both ways. And I was like, all right, you got that, Hadley. You've earned the right. So she's just a great person to be around. Love having her on the team.
And you guys wrap up the regular season next week. You got Westfield, then you got Skyview. What are you looking forward to with playoffs, or what are you guys hoping there?
You know, we're just hoping we're looking forward to doing more of the same. You know, you got to take every game and take it serious every game. Don't try not to overlook. Like I told the girls last Wednesday, hey, the job ain't done yet. The job ain't over till we win our last game. And every game that we play, we have to win because that's our last game. So that's the mentality we got to go in. And all credit to them. We came back with two starters in the field, and we came back with Lolly coming back and helping out in goal. Her and Tristan complement each other so well. And we replaced pretty much our whole team, and we can still get it done because of the hard work and the dedication that they put in each and every day in practice. They're so coachable. This is truly an amazing team.
So you guys are the 3 seniors this year. Tell me what it's like to be the leaders on the team and be able to be doing what you guys are doing. 51 consecutive wins now. How's it feel?
It's awesome. I'm so happy to be able to help our team build onto our legacy, take care of some of the younger girls, and just look good doing it.
It's been a blast. I just like hanging out with my team and doing it as a team. It's been fun.
The word that comes to my mind is privilege. It's just such a privilege and a great opportunity to just be here. And honestly, I wouldn't wish for a better group of girls to lead. These guys are all so much fun.
And you guys secured the region championship. I know you're going for another repeat. What's kind of the plan as we finish out another week of regular season and then on to the playoffs?
Just keep doing what we're doing, keeping up the intensity, making sure that camaraderie stays. Sometimes it can get a little dicey near playoffs, but we're staying together as a team, and we're going to keep winning.
I just say keeping our heads focused and putting effort through every practice and just working hard together.
Yeah, I'm just gonna reiterate exactly what they said. You know, we just can't get stuck. We can't get stuck in this moment. We have to prepare for the future. Like, this is great now, but to win our next games in the playoffs, we've got to keep working hard.
And so, Lolly, you got all the time in the goal today. I know you've shared that role with Tristan. What was it like to be able to have that today on your senior night?
I'm gonna use a word that Shelby said. It was a privilege. I was so happy to be able to show up for my team today when they needed me, and yeah, just happy to get my job done.
And they got 2 on you kind of early on, just right in a row, but they were coming at you really hard at the end, really wanting to get another, but you held strong and were able to make those blocks. What's that feel like?
Great. It's just after every shot, we're focused on the next shot. After it's happened, that shot doesn't really matter anymore. I just kind of keep on looking forward and focusing on what's happening in front of me.
And then Hadley, Coach talked a little bit about how you wanted to have a little more time kind of up helping with offense. Weren't able to get that goal on senior night, but you had some pretty setups, some good things that you did. Tell us what it's like to be able to be doing that in your senior year.
It's been fun. Defense has always been my thing, but I like going both ways and being able to help out both sides. It's been fun.
You are actually the Bears' leading scorer, I think 63 with your hat trick today. What's it like to be able to have that many in the season?
Just a great opportunity and such a blessing to just be here. And the stat sheet does not show everything that everybody does on this team, because obviously I would not be here today with those goals without all my teammates. And, you know, all of those come off amazing passes from my teammates. So I'm just so grateful for just everything that I've been given this year.
And then we'll just finish with your guys' favorite moment from your senior year, whether it's something you've done throughout the whole year or what you're looking forward as you wrap things up.
My favorite moment has got to be all of our bus rides. We have tea time and we just jam out to music. And over the 4 years, those have always been so fun. And we also did kidnapping this year, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, I was going to say kidnapping was one of my favorites. Us seniors were kind of really tired, so we were just joking around, making fun of each other the whole time. And we made Emma's house full of pancake batter, but it was fun.
I think my favorite would be just before every game, hanging out in the locker room with the girls, messing around, joking around with each other. Yeah, I'm really going to miss it.
Tune in weekly for more Talk of the Town. Next week, we hear from those at Miller Medical as they continue celebrating their anniversary.